Hey, what's up YouTube? You already know it's AllCity Live TV, and thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to tell you guys everything you need to know about the new Rogue Company update. You got player buffs, player nerf, you have a new map, you also have a new shooting range. There's so much to tell you guys about the new Rogue Company update, and we're going to get into that right now. Let's get it. And if you guys are looking for teammates or players to run with on Rogue Company, consider joining us on Discord. The link for Discord will be in the description below. It'll also be the top pinned comment on this video. Just click the link and go into the Rogue Company chat room and just let them know that you need a teammate. So if you guys have tried to log into Rogue Company on this beautiful Monday morning, you probably noticed that you received an unknown error code, and that's because the Rogue Company team is bringing down the service to deploy the new map Vice across all platforms. As you guys see here, Rogue Company tweeted out that they're bringing down the service. It says please stay tuned to high-res ops for the latest information regarding the server update. Alright guys, so now let's get into the good stuff, finding out everything you guys need to know about the new update on Rogue Company. Let's scroll down and see what's new in the new Rogue Company update. It says here that they're introducing a new deserter system, and it's going to deter players from leaving matches, and it also goes into detail about how the deserter system works. They're also introducing an all new shooting range to accompany the new map as well. There's a ton of details here which we're going to go over right now. It says if you mean to select a different perk, let's say how many times have you guys have wanted to go into the round and you chose the wrong option to purchase, and that's your hard-earned money going into a round with limited abilities, or the wrong abilities may be the determination between a win and a loss on a round. So they now have a new option where you can undo the purchase. So if you purchase the wrong option, you can undo it and purchase the right option before going into a round. It also says here the new gyro control options are now available. New KBM key binding support for left-handed players, which is pretty dope. They should have support the left-handed players, although there's probably only like a good few of y'all out there. I'm just joking, but anyway, it's good to know that they have support for left-handed players. New visual options are available to provide support for color blindness, which is pretty dope as well. So it looks like they really trying to go out and support all of their player base, and that's gotta vary amongst players out there. Shooting range, even elite rogues need practice, and what better place to do this than in shooting range? Try various weapons, abilities, and rogues to prepare yourself for the next mission. Now there's a lot of you guys that want to get better. I know this. Everybody wants to get better, but it's difficult to get better as you're upgrading and you're playing higher level competition out there. So you're really trepidatious about going out there and trying a new player if you're just gonna get killed instantly. So if you try a player like Phantom with a sniper rifle, it's gonna be real difficult to get the hang of that sniper rifle when you're playing up against really good players who are closing in on you. So now you have the ability to go into a shooting range where it kind of says like your distance. You get used to the distance, hit targets from different areas. I've seen clips of this shooting range, so it's pretty dope, and I think everybody's really gonna like the shooting range to practice shooting on their players. Strikeout. These are the strikeout notes. So it says bleed out rate increased from 9 seconds to 12 seconds, which means that you have now a longer period to get your teammates, revive your teammates, get them back up and in the game. So that is really good to hear, and that's gonna really make Saint shine out there, because he's already shining with the revives. Now he has more time to get that revive in, and so do you guys out there. It says slightly reduce the radius at which enemies influence spawns, and also says slightly increase the radius at which friendlies influence spawns. And there's a certain map, I forgot the map's name, but there's a particular map where a lot of people are spawn trapping, and nobody likes getting spawn trapped out there. It's super annoying, and I think Rogue Company has done a good job with putting immunity in your spawn areas, but even still, if you run out, they're right there sitting and waiting on you, then you're somewhat spawn trapped regardless list. So I like the idea that they're aware of this and they're addressing it as well. The new deserter penalty system, or AFK penalty system. Let me scroll a little more up so you guys could see the full. Here we go. In order to provide a more fair experience for players, Vice Update will implement a new system to discourage leaving matches early and going AFK. Now they get into real fine details as to how the new deserter system works. So please note, specific penalties could change based on data and feedback. To be eligible for a deserter penalty, a player must fall within one of the following categories. And it says you either left the match early, a player who leaves a full party, not through disconnection. So if you got disconnected, that will not count toward you falling into the category of the deserter penalty. AFK, a player who has met our inactivity criteria, hasn't taken a valid action for approximately 2 minutes. So if you're out there and you're not moving your player around, then you might get put into the deserter penalty category, and that might cause you to gain a penalty, which we're going to go over in just a second. Disconnected, a player who is disconnected for at least 5 minutes before the match ends. So you got to keep that in mind. If you guys don't want to go through a penalty on Rogue Company, we're going to tell you guys the penalties that Rogue Company is giving. Upon meeting one of these criteria, a player will be unable to queue for a match for a period of time based on the number of offenses. Players will see a timer denoting how long until they are able to queue again. The first offense for falling into the deserter penalty category is 5 minutes, second 15 minutes, third 30 minutes, and fourth is 3 hours. So you guys definitely don't want to end up in the deserter category. I don't know who would necessarily end up in the deserter category, because I absolutely love playing Rogue Company, so I really go in on Rogue Company. I will not be falling in to the deserter category. The new map. This map contains new visual features and is available in practice, extraction, strikeout, and demolition. So it's available in all game modes. Factory, adjusted spawn locations for the strikeout mode. Icarus, adjusted spawn locations for the strikeout mode. These are the different maps. High Castle, repropped the top of the stairs. So if you guys were having problems at the top of the stairs, they fixed that as well. Favelas, remove the shelving units from the garage area. Rogues, Anvil, fixed an issue where Anvil's barricade will recharge in demolition. So you guys gotta remember, if you're on console, you guys gotta remember that it's different experiences for different platforms that people are playing on. So where it says fixed an issue where Anvil's barricade will recharge in demolition, I didn't necessarily experience that as a console player, but people on PC may have this issue. So it's good that they're trying to address, they got a lot to address, so it's good that they're trying to focus in on all the issues within Rogue Company. Dallas, the player Dallas, target finder ability now has a different icon. Glitch now has cloaked instead of evade, so that's pretty dope. A Scorch, reduced ability duration from 15 seconds to 10 seconds. So as you guys see here, Scorch has been nerfed for Rogue Company, so the ability is a shorter time period. Although I didn't feel it was that much overpowered, it's unfortunate for Scorch players out there that your ability has gotten nerfed. Vi, increase the maximum health gain per tick from leeching poison from 1 to 2. So Vi gets a buff, Scorch gets a nerf. The gadgets, let's get into the gadgets. The flashbang, radius increase from 7 meters to 8 meters. So the flashbangs are pretty OP. I gotta say, in a way, if you're playing with the right team and they throw a flashbang, your team needs to actually go in on the flashbang, because what happens is the flashbang kind of goes away real quick, or the effects of the flashbang go away fairly quick. And if your team doesn't act on that flashbang, then it renders the flashbang ineffective. So they actually increase the radius for the flashbang. So hopefully people can actually use this way more often. The Semtex grenade, level 1 upgrade, increased throw speed and increased stuck damage to 250. So the Semtex grenade gets an upgrade because I never get kills with my Semtex. I don't know if you guys are goated with your Semtex out there, but I never get kills with my Semtex. The smoke grenade, increase the speed at which smoke appears. A lot of people were throwing in their smoke grenade, and it takes so long for the smoke to kind of develop and engulf the area. So people were kind of deterring away from using the smoke grenade. So it's good to hear that they increased the speed at which the smoke appears. Weapons, the level 3 upgrade on Anvil's LMG, which tightens your spread, now has lightly reduced effectiveness. So everybody knows Anvil's LMG is super OP out there. There's a ton of great players using Anvil, and now when you upgrade to the 3rd tier, it's gonna be less effective. So Anvil gets somewhat of a nerf out there. The striker 8x10's damage fall of range has been slightly increased, so a lot of people are going to be able to use that striker. Audio fixes, Dima, Talon, and Ronin now have additional voice lines, which is pretty dope. And now we're going to get into the bug fix, and we're going to just read these bug fixes off. C4 that a player attempts to detonate mid-air will now detonate once it has landed. So there were people out there who were just kind of maneuvering around some sort of barrier and just throwing the C4 grenade when the team rushes in, and it was exploding in mid-air. Now it has to land and then explode. So the C4 gets somewhat of a nerf. Dropped weapons should now display a pickup text, so that's pretty good because oftentimes I'm just running by drop weapons, so now it has a pickup text. The no valid game mode should no longer be displayed when logging in. Fix the rooftop exploit in favelas. I didn't notice about that exploit. If you guys have noticed about the rooftop exploit or you know about it, please let me know in the comment section below. Players should no longer receive a party size limit error for game mode. So if you guys haven't experienced this, I have. If too many people join in on the actual lobby, then you will receive some sort of error, and it was a little annoying. One person has to leave, and then when there's only 4 players in there, you could go in. So now no error for the party size limit. Player names should no longer appear as numbers. I haven't seen that issue. Maybe it's a PC issue. Fixed an issue with the versus screen, which could result in a bad match. Players should no longer sometimes appear in a down state, but still be able to move and shoot. We experienced this yesterday. This glitch was insane. We were playing against Chak, and he looked like he was on the ground, but he was moving and shooting us. So it was so odd to see, and it was really annoying. We've only experienced this one time, but it was annoying because he looked like he was down, and we were running to kill him, and he's actually just moving and shooting us, crawling on the ground. So that was not a good look for them, but it's good to see that they fixed this. Phantom can no longer get in a state where she can throw multiple nano grenades. That's good to hear. Players should no longer receive multiple friend requests when queues are changed. Fixed an area of canals where players could use Anvil's barricade to reach unintended areas, and sprays used near a player should no longer stick to them. Switch players should no longer crash after exiting the Chimera. So a ton of fixes for Rogue Company. I'm looking forward to getting back on. Right now on Rogue Company, when you try to log in, you might receive an error code, and that's because there's only limited logins due to this update. Like I said in the beginning of the video, go back to the Rogue Company Twitter page, click on that little link that they have to find out the status of Rogue Company and see if you can log back in or when you can log back in. If you guys found this video helpful and or informative, please consider subscribing to our channel because we're gonna have a ton of content coming your way. I'll catch you guys on the next video.